All right, welcome on in, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to do some wolf brain shit. I'm not entirely sure the best approach for it just yet, but we're going to figure it out. So, let's get some. Basically, we got the wolf class. Then we're going to call this wolf alpha. Then from here, we can go to our mesh. And from this mesh, we can change to our other wolf. Slightly different body type. But this wolf's also a little bit bigger. There we go. So there's our doggo. And let's go to something with our AI here. Trying to think. Let's do let's open up our proper level. Okay. Let's change our camera speed up a little bit. Let's just kind of go back in this direction here. It'll be our kind of play around zone for today. And we want to go into our AI components. And we're going to call this one the alpha. And then this can be the beta. So the alpha runs this patrol system, but the beta we want to get rid of this. And then instead, we're going to do a walk speed. Walk mode. Sorry, we got to do a sequence. So we're going to go into sequence. Walk mode. Move to. We're going to create a new actor here. So if we go back here, I want to create a function in this variable. Which maybe we should do into the master AI. So we can go into enemies, master AI here. And we're just going to create another variable here. We're just going to call this AI leader. Compile and save. And what I want to do is change this to a master AI. File, save. And then under this, we can go to our Blackboard asset here, and we're going to create a new key. Make it as an object. And call this squad leader. And then we can come back into here and change this from AI squad leader. So basically what this means is that you're going to have a squad leader. He's going to drive the other AI's behavior and going to follow the squad leader around. We need this in particular with the wolves, but we could apply that to soldiers too. You have a captain and a couple of other units behind him. He can sort of lead the path, and they just kind of follow him around. So now we want to move to we have our squad leader. It is, I guess, object. Is that fine? As long as it's an actor. Actor class. Like that. Let's go back to our AI components here. Let's see if we can find our squad leader right there. We want to move to the squad leader, and we want to keep a reasonable distance. So maybe we make it 60. And it's just going to follow the squad leader around. Add decorator. And if for whatever reason it's not set, you can just run behavior and do patrol. Like that. Okay, so now we just have a little extra node in there that's basically gonna say, hey, get this set up. So upon that, we go to our event graph. We're going to create a custom event here called add custom event. Actually, what if we did something a little differently? Hey, Airconda, welcome on in. Appreciate the lurk. You need to find a way to set the AI, right? So we'll make one of these a beta wolf and an alpha wolf here. So we're gonna go AI wolf, beta wolf, then an alpha wolf. Let's do it the other way. Wolf alpha. Name this to wolf beta. Okay. That one runs the alpha tree. Oops. That one runs the beta tree. The wolf beta is going to... Let's see here. Hold on a second. Let's do a spawn here quick. So if we go into blueprints, let's see if this works. Blueprint. Character, AI. I don't see spawning in here. Could be under compound triggers. Spawn enemies, yeah. Yeah, but where is that? Props. Right there. Okay. We're gonna call this Cursed Forest. New folder, Slavers. Okay. We're gonna rename this, sorry. We're gonna call this Cursewood. So this goes into the Slavers Bay. Shit. Okay, so they're all there. We can go in here and just fix up redirects and folder. It's gonna take a second to kind of clean all the mess up. I'm just organizing it a little better so each level has its own section so that the spawns are a little bit cleaner. It's going to take a minute. You can see we're stuck at like 2%. But basically, yeah, we want to get all that cleaned up. There it goes. And what that's going to do... It's going to recompile some shaders. Just to help us organize. And then I can delete this. And there's no history being disrupted. Nothing's being broken. It's just some good old-fashioned folder cleaning. So we're going to create a new folder here. We're going to call this country because country is everything that's not in a specific compound. And for testing purposes, we kind of just want to get this in here. Then we also want to come in here and create a child blueprint class and call this level 02 wolf pack spawn underscore country. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. Let's see what we have to play with here. We got our little asset here. Let's see what we have here. This is not quite what I wanted. So we have those. what do we do here? What do we do? So we didn't want number of spawn for a reason. Our compound system is for compound triggers. Let's look at our... Okay. That's triggered through that. Let's open up level 1 for a second. We'll save selected. Open level blueprint for a second here. We got our spawn enemy check right here. Do once. Get all actors enemy spawns. For each one. After compound equals country. Okay. Okay, so that's not too bad. We come in here. Let's go to our enumerator section. Sorry, this is a little bit messy. But we'll see. Name. 1. O2. And then we got the harbor here. We're going to replace the harbor with abandoned house. Auction can be the hunter's camp. Soldier barrack can be the bear cave. Plantation can be druid. Burial site. Other for now. I haven't revealed what that nether compound is. And then country is everything in between, right? So that's good there. Then we can go into our enemy spawn blueprint here. We're just going to duplicate this. Call this level 2. And just change this to another enum. Right there. File and save. Okay. So then the next thing we want to do what do we have? What is our ability? I don't think we could do a full wolf pack spawn with this capacity. We would need to do something unique. Which we might be able to do. Run this. And then from here, just gonna go ahead and spawn AI from class. And then we're just gonna do the wolf alpha. Behavior tree. There's nothing in that, so we're gonna leave that alone. Get actor. Location. Get actor rotation, put that there. Turn that off. From here. Then we're gonna do it again. This isn't right, but let's just do it for now. Basically what we want to do is we're going to pull this. Actually, what we can do from this is get forward vector, multiply, multiply by float. We're going to go minus $125. Vector plus vector. Plug that in there. So it should shoot this pawn back. This is a wolf beta. And then from here we're going to cast to master AI. Plug that into that. And from there, we are going to go in here and type in set squad leader. AI squad leader right here. And from this squad leader, we can just get alpha. We can add a pass to wolf alpha. From this, we can plug that into that. So I don't like this, but I want to see, first and foremost, if this will work. Compile and save. And then we want to do this here. We want to set this to country. And we could ignore all of this, I think. There's a number of spawn. But I don't think we utilize it anymore. And I don't think we need these because we're kind of force overriding it here. So we need to change this to compound level 2. Does that equal country? Okay, and then it will spawn in We don't have this set up yet, but we did just figure this out, so then we can put that in there. if we get our player character here, hit our W key. There we are there. And then if we grab save quick. Our wolf pack right there. Like that. Hit play. Stop. Hit play in editor. So why does that want to do that? Let's see. All right, so character. Animation sequences. What's going on here? I don't need to see that, thank you. Okay. So let's fix something here. Let's create a child and call this Wolf Class Alpha. Then same thing here. Beta. Slightly different change here. So it's still going to pull the whole wolf class out. And then this here, we're going to change this to wolf class alpha. And then this can be wolf class beta. Like that. And we also want to... there's too many shit here. I'm just gonna reopen this. So this is the beta AI controller for the beta, that's fine. And then we want to go in here. Scrub this to the bottom here. You want to change this to the Wolf Alpha controller. Like that. And then we should be able to delete this. What's this? Wolf Class Alpha. That should be good. Jesus Christ be praised. Welcome on in, Tomboy. Did you watch the stream this morning? It's pretty cool. They showed a couple of interesting features. I should be able to delete this, okay. Force delete. So they showed pretty much how the game starts. Not like the beginning, but if you remember from like the trailers and stuff, how they had the like sort of ambush when you were going with Hans up to the Trotsky. So they showed you after that, and then they kind of explained to you how your character does his reset. So you don't get amnesia, but you get gravely wounded, so like your experience all knocks way back. And that's kind of how they do it. And then you spend your time kind of recovering from your wounds. You lose all your equipment, obviously. You're left for dead. You barely got anything, and you gotta crawl your way back up. So story-wise, it makes sense. It's not like a weird, like, oh, this thing that just kind of happened. Let's see. What's going on here? This doesn't exist anymore. Okay. Wolf Class Alpha. It doesn't like that. If I come in here, just for testing purposes, we load that up. I can put a patrol in here. I should be able to. Content, let's save all quick. Control path. Just add a couple of array elements here. Just to do a quick little test. Just to see how this functions. Then we'll just make sure that it's looping. And we need to set in a player character. Blueprints, character, player character. We're just gonna drag and drop him right here. We're just gonna make sure he's not visible or detectable. There we go. And then I should be able to just do simulate. Let me try this really quick. We're just gonna do play in the editor. Self actor is the beta, but it does not have the target actor. So it isn't actually setting. Not setting. Why is it not setting? Okay. There is a way to do it. Through manual placement. Like if I were to if I remove this and I just went into this AI enemies, I threw in an alpha class right here. And maybe we should go into AI here, enemy master AI here. Just get into our squad leader here and just make sure we can edit it. I can then go enemies, wildlife. I should be able to take my beta. You know what I could do, actually? New plan. We're going to open this up. We're just going to do this. We're going to create a new event. Open him up. Create a new event. Add custom event. Like so. We're going to call this spawn pack. There, and then I can go in here and just type in spawn pack. From here, we can do a little bit of funky stuff. You maxed it out, Tomboy. Isn't that nice? So if we if we did a spawn AI class, how many do we want to do? No, we shouldn't do it that way. We should do it this way here. So we're gonna go here. Get actor. Location. From here, we should get a get type in range maybe. Radius. And do, I don't know, like 300 units away. And maybe we can do this here where we have the spawn pack here, then we add an event. Spawn beta. Wolf class beta. Well, actually, what could we do? Then from here we can cast to Wolf class beta. Let's actually do this. There should be some sort of node that will let you fire something off multiple times. Rumble, yeah, you have to buy the premium to get like extra AI voices and stuff like that. I don't know if I care enough about it to bother. I did buy the Rumble premium, but that's a different thing. Spawn pack. So I want to figure out a way that I can fire something off a set number of times. So Unreal 4 fire off node set number of times. How do I trigger function X amount of time? DON node. Let's see what this says. DON Unreal 4. I'm gonna listen to a tutorial quick. Let's say 3. Let's see if this works. Okay, so I have to loop this. So I need to repeat it because it only fires once unless I tell it to. But if I loop it, it's going to loop and loop and loop until it says, okay, you can't loop it anymore. Okay? So, if I were a smart person, I could drag and drop this guy right here. Plop that guy right. And I should be able to hit play here. That more or less works. The only thing I don't like is this range needs to be bigger. So what if we made this 1,000? Now it is random, but I'm wondering if I could do a block out radius. I don't know. Let's see. What happens if I hit play now? Um, what if I were to take this and then take yet actor rotation? Like that. Plug that in. Then from here we want to get forward vector. Like so. From forward vector, we're going to multiply a negative of minus 250. And then we're going to go vector plus vector. Vector plus. Let's just type in plus. Vector plus vector. Plug that into there. And plug that into there. Compile and save. Minimize. And then if we hit play here, now we have a pack of wolves. Let's see how repeatable this is. That's pretty good. It's repeatable. We got our own wolves here. They seem to spawn consistently. Okay. So we fixed the spawning. Now let's see if our detection works. Play in selected viewport. So he briefly detects and then doesn't. So there's something going on with his brain. So let's look at his detection system here. AI perception. So if this is false, we're gonna delete this. This is, I don't know what this is. I think I was supposed to set if it's not detectable, it's supposed to turn this off. And turn off all the focus and stuff. But maybe this is a miscommunication, because it's going as not seeing it rather than that. So we can just delete that. Let's just break that and see what happens. Same thing with the beta here. Let's just break this line here. You shouldn't be able to set the target actor. There should be no instance where that target actor can be set correctly. If I hit play, yeah, so these people don't have a squad leader. That value is not being set. So even though I am setting that value, I have to do more. So we're going to go to their alpha here. And instead of this, what we're going to go into our beta class. Our master AI class is fine as well. And we're just going to do a custom event. Add custom event. Uh-oh. think I crashed it. Yeah. There it is. Okay. We're gonna call this Find Squad Leader. Compile. Save. Basically what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add an input. Going to make this a master AI node here. Like that. Type in leader. Leader right there. And from this leader node, we can then come in here and go set AI squad leader. This value. And then get Blackboard. I'm wondering, actually. Can I bind? Doesn't look like you have the ability to bind, which is fine. Just gonna rename this, copy, come back over to the master AI controller here. Set value. As an object. I think, let me look at our, yeah, set value as object. Key name. Like that. Call this squad leader. Key name, squad leader. Put that under AI. File and save. Okay. And then instead of this, we're going to do set squad find squad leader. Plug that guy in there. And that should work, theoretically. So let's test it and let's make sure this works. Issue with Python and refactoring, if I remember correctly, is that it doesn't release the resources back each time. And so it ends up crashing. Yeah, that can happen. Alright, let's see. Let's just close everything and just hit save all. All of this stuff. Because we're making some, like, the when I mess with the master AI, it messes with everything. We'll hit play here. And it seems like they're following a bit more. He understands. Yeah, now they're just following him. Okay, so that's working. So we got some jank with the legs. I know why it's happening, I just don't know how I would fix it. We go into content. Meshes, no, animation. Animation blueprints. Go to our wolf character here. It's lag IK. Is where our problems are. And we're getting weird snapping due to awkward positions in the IK. If I were to disable these, we wouldn't have too many problems. Let's turn that back on. Play. What? Why would that alarm out? Spawn 2D sound value. Fade out. Oh, right. Because we don't have music. Right right here. How do we address that? Because its default, it's going to be level 1. Unless we have a thing here. Go to the blueprints. Oh, we do have it here. Get player character, set to level 2, play the level music. So that it does, and that plays the correct music. And then we want combat music, we want to fade it out. Which is fine. So what's the warning about? Let's hit play again. Okay, no warning there. It's because we enter combat music. Seems to be working correctly. But it's saying it can't find this music. Accessing none. So I imagine it's a bug. Alright, so how do we fix... busted knee syndrome? Could it be in relation to the joint? I don't think it could be. Potentially the range? That's the master AI location. Versus the hit location of that. Those are offsets. We got the y-axis driving this thing. Let's look at our skeleton. Sorry. So if we look at our paw here, up and down, it's not driven by our y-axis. It's driven by our x. It's inverted. Which is probably why this is fucked. We want to use their x-axis, not our y-axis. For this. Just the way the skeleton is, right? Let's look at our skeleton again. Back paw. Back paw. They're both negative on that front. So it's working now. I don't know where the last guy went. I think the spawn is just too crazy. Okay. All right. Let's try this again. So the IK is working. It's just he's getting too close to the AI, and then the arms want to kind of climb on top of the collision of the wolves. So they're just a little too close together. And then we're hitting, that AI is hitting the detection. Can I have that hit result, perhaps? These are things, actors to ignore right here. Branch. Get all actors of a class. Master. AI. That's pretty expensive, but that should prevent that bug from happening. Let's take a look at our alpha. And let's take a look at this range here and make this 200. Much more reasonable. Okay, I'm just going to save everything, make sure we don't have anything jank. And then we should be able to go into our AI program here. Maybe have the wildlife just AI component, sorry. Let's just have the wolf beta just follow a little bit more behind. That radius is a little too small for my taste, so maybe 150 is acceptable, or maybe 250. Now if I hit spawn in, now they don't really want to get too close. And the feet are no longer buggy and janky. They're actually quite nice. One thing I don't particularly enjoy is just how snappy the wolf animations are. So we can go into our animation folder, go into our animation sequences, I guess. We just want to find our blend space. And we're going to change our interpolation time. So our direction is our horizontal axis. I'm going to change this to a full second. And it's a lot slower. But it's a lot less jerky. So what should happen now that's an odd one. It should feel a little less jerky. Doesn't really though, does it? Why is he so jerky in his movement? It just feels so precise, like sharp. Maybe we change this to cubic. Does that feel less jerky? Not sure. It just feels really jerky. Is there a way to ease that? There should be a way to ease that. Let's look at the AI here. And I want to fix this. This is too much range here. We're going to make this like 50. And then that should be a lot more consistent. He gets fucking tossed. Why does he get tossed? Why is there only 2 spawning now? There should be 3. There's 3. There we go. Seems pretty consistent now. What ends up happening is if it tries to spawn in somewhere where there's a mesh issue, like if the AI is like halfway through the terrain, it will cancel the spawn. So that's why sometimes you don't get a full spawn, is there seems to be some collision conflict. That seems to be okay. I mean, I can force it to not be random too. Instead of doing this, we could do a multi-gate and then just force this location to be 250 back on this and then add another vector to this. Enforce it on an X or a Y scale, or get a right vector, and then force it to be right one way, left the other way by just going positive and negative. In fact, that might be better, because then it's less likely that you're going to run into a collision or a bug. So let's... this is less code, but there's higher possibility of an issue. What if we did a multi-gate? Add another pin. Do this. Go way up here like that. And then we can copy this, paste this in here. Plug that in for 2. But instead of this, we're also going to get our right vector. Multiply by a float. We're going to make this 80. And then maybe we make this 300. And then we just got to do another add. So we just go plus. Like that. It's a little bit sloppy. But in this way, it has set locations, and they're all relative to the AI. So it will always be very consistent and local because we are using right vectors and left vectors, right vectors and forward vectors. So it's going to get us the exact thing that we want, and then we can just hit compile and save. Have a good one. Appreciate it. Hey, Cinematic Vortex, welcome in. Then we can test this out. Okay, we don't want to do a multi-gate then. Instead, we can just do this. Sloppy. That will consistently spawn in the exact same spot every time. I just wish I could make AI less jerky. So we're gonna go look at that. I appreciate you stopping by though, Cinematic Vortex. I don't think I've seen you around. But yeah, we want to fix that. So let's just look something up quick. AI rotation. AI smooth turn. Um, Okay, so what they're saying here... we're going to search rotation. Compile. Okay, so it just says it's a couple of ticks here. Let's test this and see if these settings help. It's a little smoother. But it's still trying to do like little micro adjustments in its rotation, and it makes it like snappy. Which, like, it's not the end of the world. It's just a little immersion breaking when it does stuff like that, right? So what do we want to do here to kind of fix this and make this even better? Let me just type in AI jerky. When follows. That's not what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just trying to find a jerky motion kind of thing here. AI facial animation. What if I did a set focus? Where would we put that in? I guess we could put it in here. So under the alpha class. And maybe here I can do a sequence instead. First one and 2. 3. Then we don't need this. It's a little cleaner. Where do we have that? Controller. It's under the controller. If I were, well, I could do this. Could get controller. Set focus. Can't do it in there, so I would have to go into my beta controller. Do my standard event graph here. Just create a new event here. Add custom event. Call this focus on leader. On here. Set focus. Add an input. Master AI. Call this leader. File and save. Get controller. Focus. What did I call this? Focus on leader. Cast. Wolf Beta AI controller. And then focus on leader. That, and then that. So there we go. What that's going to do is that's going to force it's going to force the AI to focus on the squad leader, which means you're not going to have that weird always rotating forward thing. And it should be more focused on what the wolf leader is doing. It's not bad. It's just that doesn't fix the jerkiness. So I don't know if that makes a difference, to be honest. I don't think I care about this. So we're going to get rid of it because it didn't really do anything meaningful to improve the situation we had. So we'll leave that alone, and we need to figure out a way to just basically make the rotations a little less jarring, a little bit more slow. If I go into here, it feels slow, but it's not really slow. What if I made this 10? Does that make a difference? No, it still snaps. Why does it snap? That's the question. Unreal 4 AI rotation snaps despite space. Movement component. Let's look at the... Let's see here. So let's go in just the wolf class here. This will change both of them. Let's see if we can find our turn rate. Nothing on turn. So where is rotation rate? Is it under our controller? Rotation. I got nothing here on rotation rate. How do you set the rotation rate? What if we change this to like 50? Compile, save. That might be really slow, but let's see. That's so much better. Look at that. There's like no jerking whatsoever. That was the piece of the component I was missing. I think it can be a little faster, but that is more or less correct. Is our rotation rate was fucked. So we can make this 100. I think that's fine. And if we hit save all, it should feel a lot less snappy. See how that's not super jerky and awkward now? Now let's see how he turns here. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. That's much smoother. Now, it's not great to fight right now. We're going to have to work on the combat to make the combat feel a little smoother. But that does work for the most part. Yeah. Those wolves will follow this wolf. They're not following the patrol path. Only the alpha has the patrol path. Every other wolf is just sort of following the direction of the alpha. So now we don't have any leg snapping. The rotations are smoother. It spawns correctly and consistently. I think we just figured it out. Get a little bit of like bumping. I don't think I care that much about it. I think for the most part, this works pretty well. So, I think that's all we have time for today. It's a bit of a shorter stream today, and I apologize for that. It is what it is. I was able to get done a squirrel animation this morning, which was pretty fun. I can show you right here. Give himself a little scritch. And that's following the same sort of logic that the deer has that we set up with the deer. So the deer has that thing where he goes and kind of sniffs and eats at the ground. So that's what this squirrel's going to do, that, and then he's going to look at like a nut or something. Maybe like peck at it, pretend to be like eating something. And then maybe something else, maybe a third thing, I don't know yet. But basically they're just kind of like miscellaneous idle animations, so when the AI is not aggroed or detects a player character, it will sort of just go around, do random things, and kind of have its own little schedule based on like what animals would do. So a squirrel would hunt for, well, not really hunt, but would gather around or scavenge for nuts or other types of food that it could eat. Same with a deer. A deer is grazing, or it's searching around for predators, stuff like that. We have a hare, similar things, similar behaviors, but unique animations that then we can use and import into the game and have them just kind of run those animations kind of randomly at random times, just to kind of make it feel immersive how those animals behave, and they're not just kind of waiting for you to interact with them. So that's kind of something I'm working on this morning. I'll be working on it more tomorrow morning. We will be making some footage of all the animals in the level after tomorrow's stream. We're going to do some bear stuff tomorrow, I think. We can get rid of these guys. They don't need to exist. We can get rid of some bear. We can do some bear stuff tomorrow. We got the deer here. We can show you what we mean. So the deer comes through. He just kind of plots. And then he's going to try and eat something right around here. And then he keeps moving. Like that. So that's our deer. And we just have rabbits, a whole bunch of different stuff. So that's the kind of stuff I'm just going to be kind of plugging away at on the off-screen time. However, I need to get some other stuff done today, so that's going to be it for today. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's go see if we can raid somebody quick. Got a decent amount of people following. We might as well move it forward. Let's see here. Who do we got? My feed. Area 52. Scavenger. Orion with Baldur's Gate. I guess Scavenger is a good guy to go. He's always rating my comments. Let's go say hi to him. Something went wrong. Every time. Raid confirmed. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we will catch y'all again later.